marijuana, and she broke her hip the other day. She tripped playing hacky sack. I'm like, Grandma, you smoke too much pot. She goes, how do you know how much pot I smoke? I said, because Meals on Wheels been by your house 8 times today. All right, that's what. I wanted to take my wife on vacation down there to Cabo San Lucas, down there in New Mexico, wherever the hell it is, and I'm scared of that damn Zika virus, that mosquito deal. Now they say it spreads sexually. What the hell? How drunk you gotta be to take a mosquito home with you? All right, daggone. Kidding with you. How you get their little legs apart? That's what I don't know about the whole thing. You'll bust them, they're little. I knew they were pests, now they're horrors. You believe that? I can't even believe it. It's ridiculous.
No more letting people over 65 forward emails. They can use the internet, they just can't forward emails. They cannot contain themselves, they forward everything. I spend hours a day deleting the emails of my father-in-law and my mother. And my father-in-laws are always the political ones. If you don't send this to 1 million people tonight, you are not an American. Well, I was gonna watch TV, but this is gonna take a while. And my mothers are always the humorous ones, which she mislabels in the subject line. She'll have funniest thing I've ever seen. No, it's not, Mother. It's 2 kittens in a clothes basket. At best, it's mildly amusing, and you're distracting me from surfing the web looking for...
I read an article in the paper the other day, said old folks are sexually active all the way into their mid-90s. Ugh. What the hell? I couldn't finish the article, though. It had vomit on it. Then I read this other thing, said they hand out free condoms to the old folks at the villages in Florida, the retirement community, because they rampant with sexual diseases and pregnancies. Never thought I'd see today they handing out condoms to 90-year-old men. What the hell? I seen my grandpa naked once. You'd think that'd be all the birth control you need right there. Daggone. Grandpa, put some pants on. What the hell? Looked like a Slim Jim went through the dishwasher right there. That's ridiculous. What the hell's wrong with you? What the hell? He's pretty active. He's dating this girl. She's 87 years old. They came over to the house the other day. We was eating dinner. He goes, you think she's hot? I go, yeah, I think she is now, Grandpa. Her face has been in the soup for 10 minutes. I shouldn't make fun of old folks. I'll be old one day. Sucks getting old. I'll tell you what. You know you're getting old when you sneeze and you poop a little. You know what I mean? That's when you're getting old. Bend down to tie your shoes and you poop a little, then you know you done. It's almost like when you get old, the only time you can't poop is when you're trying to poop. Gotta go to the doctor all the time? I hate going to the doctor. I was at the doctor last time, seen the craziest thing. There's a girl walk in there, biggest woman I ever seen. She walk in there, oh, my stomach, what the hell's wrong with my stomach? Turns out she's pregnant and don't even know it. Let me ask you something. How fat you gotta be to not realize you got a human being living inside your body? I mean, what the hell? I go to Taco Bell, I feel like I'm about to have triplets 2 hours later, all right? I'm not kidding. I actually went breech on a chalupa 3 weeks ago. I really did. I really did. The doctor finally told her, she walked in there, oh, it's colitis. Well, I don't care what you name it, but it's a boy. All right, that's right. Might want to keep a buddy of mine in your prayers. He was supposed to be here tonight, but he got bit yesterday by a brown recluse. So, not the spider, the Puerto Rican neighbor that rarely comes out of his house. All right, it's weird. Just kind of come out, bit him on the shoulder, and hauled ass back in. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with Carlos? He's normally pretty reclusive, that fella. What happens in Vegas goes right to the iPhone, sent straight to the internet, to YouTube for slow motion instant replay, your stupid self. Better come home. Hey, honey, how was Vegas? It sucked. I didn't get to do nothing. What do you mean didn't do nothing? I didn't do nothing. I stayed in my hotel room the whole time. You didn't do nothing. No, why? You're on the internet right now, pooping on a craps table. All right, book it. Cell phone's gonna ruin everybody's lives. I'm sick of cell phones. Everybody got daggum cell phone. They got them in prison now. Did you know that? Prisoners got cell phones. Did you know that? Yeah, you know how they get them in there? They smuggle them in there by shoving them up their hind end. Yeah. You think you got shitty reception? Hey, bend over. Can you hear me now? What'd he say? Something about Thursday. It's irritating. Everybody got a cell phone. I got a little midget buddy. Everywhere he goes, he does selfies on a stick. You ever seen that? He always walk around. I'm gonna take a selfie. Let me ask you something. If a midget takes a selfie, would that actually be an Elfie? And that's why I'm going second right there. All right, that's why. That's the material right there. Here's the thing that's irritating too. A lot of people, fellas, take pictures of their private parts and send it to their girlfriends or their wives. That's stupid. That's gonna wind up on the internet because it goes up into cyberspace in a million wiener pieces and people grab them wiener pieces. Put it on the internet. Somebody actually released a naked picture of me on the internet last year. And the weird thing was, though, it come from one of them overhead traffic cameras. Hey. I must have been on a late night Arby's run or something.
See, when it comes to technology, my wife and I laugh about this because we're in our mid-50s, and my wife says we are the bologna in the technology bologna sandwich. We're right in the middle because our parents can't text and our children can't write. My kids don't even think you need to study. They're like, Dad, if you want to know something, you just Google it. And to a point, they're right. I mean, when I was growing up, if you were watching TV and somebody said, what was that guy in? You'd go, well, he looks familiar. That was it. Now you're watching TV, somebody goes, what was that guy in? Somebody goes, he was the janitor on Joey. Of course he was. But I try to tell my kids, I said, yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can learn from Google. I said, but there's just as much stuff you can't learn from Google. You only learn it from life experience. You'll usually learn most of it the hard way. It's stuff that's not Googleable. Fact of life, you'll listen much more closely to a butt dial than you will an actual phone call. When somebody butt dials me, I will stay on the phone like 10 or 15 minutes trying to catch them doing something. It's only paid off one time. I got a buddy named Perk. He's a carpenter. He wears this phone on a clip on his belt. So anytime he puts his hands on his hips, he butt dials somebody. So one day Perk butt dials me, and I don't have anything to do, so I'm just listening to him. And I can hear him walking around, and I hear a door open, and I hear a door close. Well, then I hear a lid go up. Being the mature adult I am, I go running down the hall. I find my wife. I'm like, Perk's peeing, Perk's peeing, Perk's peeing. Put it on speakerphone. Me and my wife sit there and listen to my buddy urinate. Halfway through it, we heard. My wife starts laughing so hard she wet her pants, which I think is God's way of saying, verily, verily, do not listen to thee that butt dial ye.
I stayed at the Bellagio Hotel. You ever stayed at the Bellagio Hotel out there? Yeah, here's what I hate about them fancy hotels. I hate the toilets. They got them newfangled environmental toilets that flush right when you stand up. You ever see them? I go in there, do my business, stand up, gone. Pissed me off. Didn't have time to take a picture, nothing. All right? There I'm sitting on a world record, now I can't get no proof on the daggone thing. I mean, seriously, technology's screwing me out of everything. The maid embarrassed me. She walked in on me naked at 3 o'clock in the morning. What the hell's a maid doing on an elevator at 3 o'clock in the morning? All right, seriously.
Well, I haven't decided if I'm running for president or not yet. I started to say I'm not qualified, but this time around it doesn't really matter, does it? Oh my gosh. Well, here's the deal. I mean, like all of y'all, I watch this stuff every day, and it amuses me that all these candidates, they just keep promising people more and more and more. And as I watch it, I think that's not really the problem that we have in America. We don't need more. We have so much stuff now, we can't even enjoy the people we love. What we need is more common sense. And seriously. So if I was running, what I would do is use some common sense and start taking away some